What's up, everybody? It is Bucketmouth Bass back here again today, and today we are going to be talking about Shimano DC reels and whether or not I think it is worth the money and whether I think you guys should go out and spend your hard-earned money on a Shimano DC reel, because Lord knows they are not inexpensive reels. They are up there in price. So if you guys have not subscribed, please go down, hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video here today, let me know by leaving a like down below and leaving a comment letting me know that you like today's video. But let's go ahead and cue that intro and then we'll dive right into it. Alright, so before we dive into what I think about Shimano DC reels and other Shimano reels here today, I personally own the Shimano Scorpion DC. If you guys missed the unboxing last year, I'll leave a link up to that right now. I've had this reel almost a year and a half at this point, so I've really put it to the test. I actually made a video where I put it to the test in about the last month. I'll leave a link up top right now and down below if you want to go see this thing in action. And I will be making an in-depth review about this particular reel. This is not a review over the Shimano Scorpion DC. This is just my personal opinion on whether or not I think paying $300 for this particular reel was worth it, in my own opinion. If you guys disagree, do not hesitate to go down in the comments and let me know why you disagree here today. I really do enjoy hearing y'all's opinions. Alright, so how today's video is going to work is I'm going to talk about the pros of Shimano DC reels. Then I'm going to go ahead and talk about the cons of Shimano DC reels. Then I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts and impressions over whether I think it's worth paying the extra money or not. So let's start off with the first thing I really enjoy about Shimano DC reels. Number one, the build quality of this thing is amazing. It's super sturdy and well put together. I really enjoy that, but that's really a feature you get with any Shimano reel, in my opinion. As you guys can see, I do own the Shimano Sitica I as well, and it has the same build quality as the Scorpion DC here. Now moving on to one of my favorite features about Shimano DC reels. All Shimano DC reels come with this feature, the casting noise that it makes when you cast. Let's go ahead and stick some video clips of that in there right now so you guys can hear what I'm talking about. Here y'all go. So as you guys can see, the sound this reel makes, or any other Shimano DC reel makes when you are casting it, sounds very, very incredible. I really love that, but at the same time, is an extra $100 to $150 worth that noise? Well, we're gonna find out here in today's video, so do not click away. Another feature I really like about Shimano DC reels is that the drag system is incredible. It's super butter smooth. If you have a fish taking line from you, it works exceptionally well, so that's another great feature. Another thing that's really great about Shimano DC reels is that it comes in awesome colors, especially if you guys have seen the new Shimano SLX DC. In my opinion, that reel looks very good, and the Scorpion DC looks very good as well. It's nice and sparkly. It looks super nice in my opinion. So any Shimano DC reel you get is gonna look very good in my opinion. Alright, now moving on to how this reel casts. It casts super smoothly. I have not had any problems with the casting on this reel, and keep in mind I've had it for over a year, like I said in the beginning, so I'm very happy that it's still holding up well and casting very smooth, like when I first went out and fished with this reel. So another thing I like about this reel is it's very easy to set that Shimano DC brake setting. You get a setting from 1 to 4, so you get 4 settings. Then you have 3 settings for each line itself. Let's say you're using braid, or you're using fluorocarbon, or you're using monofilament. You have settings on the inside for each one of those lines. In my opinion, I don't think it makes a huge difference whichever setting you have it on. Again, if you guys disagree, let me know down below, but that comes with all Shimano DC reels. You get that easy adjustable knob on the outside, and you get the line adjustments on the inside. Another thing I like about these reels is you get plenty of gear ratio options. I have the 7:2:1 gear ratio right here, but you can get a 6-speed as well. And now on the newer Shimano DC reels that are open to the domestic market here in the United States, like the Curado DC and SLX DC, you can get all the way from a 6-speed to an 8-speed, which in my opinion, that's awesome that Shimano offers all those different gear ratio options. And in my opinion, these reels are built to last. This thing looks like it did the day I took it out of the box over here. So I really enjoy that Shimano makes sturdy and durable DC reels. All right, that's gonna go ahead and wrap up all the pros about Shimano DC reels here today. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the cons of this actual reel. So the number one con I have about this reel is that it's not affordable at all. Even the Shimano SLX DC, which is the more affordable side of DC fishing reels, is still $180. So that's a big markup from a normal Shimano SLX DC, which I'm sure you guys know that reel is only $100. So is it worth jumping up $80 or $100 to get a special reel with a special braking system? It's a hard decision to make, honestly, because I really do like that casting noise. All right, another big problem I have with these reels is you are paying extra money for that DC braking system that Shimano offers, but you can still bird's nest it. In my opinion, if you're gonna pay all that money for that extra technology, I think it should be a lot harder to bird's nest. Obviously, no bait casting reel is gonna be immune to bird's nesting issues, but I think it could be a little bit better in my opinion. If you tune up the brakes all the way to 4, you're not gonna bird's nest a lot, but at the same time, you're gonna go to cast and it's not gonna cast your bait very far, which is kind of annoying. I really like to keep my reel here on about 2 when I set the brakes, so it still does bird's nest. It's not immune to that. I really think it could do a better job of that. And keep in mind, this reel has the IDC5 braking system in it, so if you buy a more inexpensive DC reel, you're gonna get a lower end DC braking system. But if you buy the more high-end one, like for example the Metanium DC or the Antares DC or one of those, you're gonna get a little bit better DC braking system. But in my opinion, there's not a huge difference between all the DC braking systems. Again, if you disagree, let me know down below. And another big problem about Shimano DC reels here today is that, let's say something goes wrong with this reel, guys. How the heck am I gonna work on it? I have no idea how that DC braking system in this reel works. So that's pretty much universal when it comes to all DC fishing reels that Shimano has to offer. If you break it or mess it up and you're out of warranty, there's pretty much nothing that you can do. You're pretty much screwed when it comes to that, to be honest. And especially this reel here today, this is a JDM fishing reel, meaning you can only buy it from Japan. Like I said earlier, I paid $250. I got it on sale, but this reel is normally $300. And since it's from Japan, all the warranty information is in Japanese, so there's no way I can fill that out. I have no idea how to read that. I mean, maybe I could Google Translate it or something. If something happens to this reel, guys, there's pretty much nothing that I can do to fix it because of all the technology it has in it. So that's another big complaint. But I guess that's a trade-off if you're looking to buy a Shimano DC reel. All right, and since you are getting that DC braking system in here, compared to other Shimano reels, you are getting less brake setting options, which in my opinion is kind of annoying. I wish you had as many brake setting options as you did as maybe the Shimano Sitica over here. There's about 1 million options that you can adjust the brakes to on this reel itself, but on Shimano DC reels, you cannot fine tune it exactly how you want it as much as you can on a normal Shimano reel. So in my opinion, I wish it kind of worked similar to the SVS infinity braking system that normal Shimano reels have, where you can adjust it exactly how you want it. All right, that's gonna go ahead and wrap up the cons I have with this video. If you guys think I left out something, please let me know down below in the comments, or like I said a million times already, if you disagree with anything I say, please let me know down below in the comments as well. But now I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts and impressions over Shimano DC reels and my experience with the Shimano Scorpion DC. All right, so number one for my final thoughts and impressions is $200+ worth a casting noise, or is that just a gimmick, guys? Because other than that, I cannot think of any awesome features that you get other than that great casting noise. Again, if y'all disagree with me, please let me know down below. But I could buy 3 of these reels for what it cost me to buy 1 of these. So is it worth it? I don't know, it's hard to say. In my opinion, I really do enjoy my Scorpion DC. I think it's very smooth and very high quality, but am I really getting something that's worth an extra $100, $200, you know, to jump up from the Sitka here? I don't know. Let me know down below what you guys think. In my opinion, I probably would not buy another Shimano DC reel. I don't think I would line up rods with DC reels on my boat, at least. If you guys disagree, let me know down below. I really do enjoy this reel. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of this thing, but in my opinion, is it worth the extra money? It's hard to say, guys. I don't want to dog on this reel. It's very high quality, like I was saying, but in my opinion, I would not own more than 1 Shimano DC reel. All right, guys, that's gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video. If you like the content here today, go down, hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss anything in the future. I will be making an in-depth review of the Scorpion DC very soon here on this channel. But thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all back here another time.